Have questions about your pets? Looking for your next forever friend? We've got you covered. This is Pet Connection with Energy 95.3. Now, here's Erik Fox.
Well, I would say a beautiful sunny Wednesday here in the Valley, because that's usually what we say around June. But it's a little different. But anyways, what's going on? It's Erik Fox from Energy 95.3. And, of course, every other week, Wednesdays, we connect in with the amazing people over at Kern County Animal Services. Today, we got Nick with us on stage. And in his lap, the big ears are perked up and ready to hear all about how you're going to talk about Lou today. So let's talk about Lou.
Well, good morning, Erik. We're enjoying the weather, actually. It's kind of a nice respite. But I brought with me this morning, her name is Lou. Lou is a girl. She is about a 3-year-old Chihuahua, as you could see from her ears. She's a sweet girl. She's been with us for about 3 weeks. She's about 10 pounds. She's fully grown, so she's not going to get much bigger than that. She's got a little bit of a sad story. She came to us about 3 weeks ago. Her owner passed away. So we're really, really trying to find her a home that's really going to take good care of her. She left on our Streets of Bakersfield program this past Saturday, and she aced her report card. She did really, really well. She got along with the whole family. She loves belly rubs. She's a bit of a lap dog, as you can see. But when she gets out, she does have high energy. She will explore. We're not too sure how she gets along with other dogs. She's a little dominant when it comes to other dogs, which sometimes can be a problem. But other than that, she's just been a really sweet girl, and she's staff favorite.
Well, we can say maybe it doesn't seem like it right now, but she does have a lot of energy to her, right?
She certainly does. She's been in a play group, and she's been very active in that play group. And as soon as she gets out of the kennel, she's just she's soaking up all the love that she can. But once she gets a lap, she turns into this.
I think all of us get that point in the day where we're just like, we've go, and sometimes you just need to crash. And this seems to be Lou's time to crash, because her eyes are going, yeah, I'm chill here. But I think she'd rather be chill in someone's home, right?
Yeah, she's going to do well in someone's home, especially since we already know she left on the Streets of Bakersfield and did very well. She could be an apartment dog too, because she's small and low maintenance. We like I said, we don't know how she'll get along with other dogs. She's been okay, but like I said, she is a little dominant. But she's going to fit in just about any family, especially those families with kids. She gets along well with kids.
Our forward-legged guest today is Lou, who is hanging out in Nick's lap today. A113-6408, 3-year-old female Chihuahua, and I think she's hearing me right now and trying to figure out where the disembodied voice is coming from over there.
Yeah, she's confused. She sees the camera in front of her and the voice coming from behind her. She's trying to figure it out.
Let's talk about something that's really important. Lou needs a home, but a lot of shelter pets really need home right now, and really calling it crisis mode because of just how this year has gone, right?
Yeah, we have been in a crisis every day for probably about 18 months now. Just a pet crisis. We're just receiving so many dogs from our community right now. There's so many dogs in the community right now. It's a conversation about why that is. But what we need right now, probably more than any time in recent memory, is if folks have made the decision to invite a new family pet into their home, please make it be a shelter pet. We're not only asking for folks to adopt from county shelters, but there's 6 other animal shelters all within the county of Kern, and they all need your support. They're all inundated. We're just seeing animals come to us in numbers that we haven't seen in quite some time. So when that happens, we just reach out to the community to be responsible pet owners. We have upwards of about 325 dogs in our care right now. That's well beyond capacity. It's been beyond capacity for some time, and we do believe that these aren't stray dogs, that these are lost dogs. The difference is that somebody owns them. We truly believe that of the 4,000 dogs that have come to us since January 1st of 2023, a lot of those dogs have somebody that loves for them, that cares for them, and just for some reason there's a disconnect for our pet owning community. of understanding that when your animal goes missing, please check your shelters. It's not costly to get them back. You're not going to be punished in any way. And these dogs are not better off in the shelter. It's a crowded environment. It's a stressful environment. And they're not guaranteed a positive outcome. So it's just us really begging the community on all ends to do your part, to be responsible, make sure your property is secure, make sure you have identification on your animal, whether that be a tag and a collar or a microchip or a license. Do what you can so that if we do come across your animal, that we can get it back to you. We've got to do something to stem the tide of dogs that are coming through the shelters right now.
That's just crazy to think 4,000 dogs to come into the shelter in just 2023. I mean, and we're only at the halfway point of this year, and that many animals that, like you were saying, they have a home. And you know what? It really doesn't take much time to get a microchip done, to get a license done, to make sure that collar's on that dog. Because, it's I have two four-legged small furry balls too. And trust me, they can find crevices easily. So making sure your property is secure, I think, is so important too.
Yeah, we're trying to cover from all bases, Eric, really. I mean, yes, we certainly do need folks to adopt from shelters, but we also know that these animals aren't appearing at our door. They're coming from somebody. And we also know that by far, the dogs that come to us are well behaved. They're cared for, they're not unkempt, and they're not, for the most part, ill or injured.
Mm-hmm.
And so that leads us to believe that somebody cared for them. Somebody took care of them for a period of time, and just for some reason, when they show up here, that's the end of it. Nobody comes for them. Historically, only about 5 to 6% of all dogs that come through our shelter for the past 10 years end up going back to their pet owners.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just trying to cover all bases. Yes, of course, adopt from shelters, foster from shelters, volunteer at shelters, but upstream, making sure that you are a responsible pet owner. I think the statistic that stood out to me is that when we contrast 2023 with 2019, we've only taken in 1% more total dogs in 2023 as opposed to 2019 before the pandemic, but we've taken in 86% more puppies since 2019.
Jeez.
And so what does that tell us? That tells us that the years 2020 and 2021, we're seeing a lot of offspring, a lot of dogs that are being born, adolescent dogs that are coming to us, and then the offspring of those adolescent dogs. So it's more important now than ever before in recent memory to fix your pets, spay or neuter your pets, please. The county, our organization, offers low cost, efficient access to spay and neuter. It's a competitive program, so there's a lot of people that are calling to take advantage of those resources. But there's other options in the community too. There's Critters Without Litters. I know that they're a bit of a long wait list right now to get your dog fixed, but there's other veterinarians all throughout the county too. Plus, we have a voucher program. Plus, if you're a City of Bakersfield resident, the City of Bakersfield has programs too. So please, we're just begging the community to be responsible pet owners. And if you do make a decision to adopt a new pet, adopt from a shelter.
I think that's so important, and we're talking about, like, it is a crisis mode, so you guys are still, like, you're caring for the creatures you have in your hold, but you know what? The more important thing is to get them out the door, get them into a home, and you guys actually have some specials that I think are very important. You want to share about those?
Yeah, we're trying to be creative with our adoption promotions, adoption specials. Right now, we're trying to focus on small breed dogs, so all of our small breed dogs, Lou is one of those dogs, are just $10 for the adoption, which includes spay, neuter, vaccines, microchip, license for a year. And then every other dog and every other animal in the facility is just $25 to adopt. And of course, any animal that's been with us for over 30 days is always free. It's a fee-waived adoption. So those specials are going on right now.
So important to do. Once again, Lou, who is a chillaxing like cray cray over there in Nick's lap, is our guest today. 3-year-old female Chihuahua. Number is A113-6408. We also have the information scrolling at the bottom of the screen, 868-7120, KernCountyAnimalServices.org. And of course, always want to push your socials because your team is really good on the socials there. So how do we connect up and make sure we're doing our part in the community?
Yeah, so we are on every channel that you can imagine. We're on Facebook, of course, facebook.com/Kern County Animal Services. A lot of wonderful information on there about events, resources, adoption specials. but we're also on TikTok. We're also on Instagram. We're on Twitter, and we do a lot of our socials on YouTube as well. So it's a great way to not only see the issues that are affecting our pet community, but it's also a great way to see what kind of resources are available to you for you and your pets right now.
Always amazing, always great. I know how busy your team and you are, so always appreciate you spend some time with us here over at Energy 95.3. And once again, Lou is our guest today. Her ears are popping up because
She's such a good girl. She's such
it's a
sweet girl.
disembodied voice that she's hearing right now and trying to figure out what is going on in this crazy world, just like we all are. A113-6408. Lou is our guest today, and Lou needs to get a home. A story in which, it's very touching. I mean, she had an owner. Owner, unfortunately, is no longer with us in this realm, but Lou is here, ready to give you that love that she was giving to her owner back then. So let's get Lou a home. And Nick, I always appreciate the time you have for us, my friend.
Thank you for always giving us the platform to showcase some of our pets, Eric. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. And we'll catch you next time when we are here live every other Wednesday at 10 a.m. with Energy 95.3 and Kern County Animal Services. Kern County. Got a little twang in me there. Anyways, Nick, have a great one and appreciate it. And Lou, go take a nap. I think you already are handling that, but Lou's going to go take a nap. And we'll catch you next time.